Hi, everybody, and welcome once again to Making It Here. I'm George Murphy, your host, and tonight we're going to learn a little bit about ancient language. Not the type you speak. It's a business in Pittsfield, and Annette is the owner, and she's over here busily working at what? What are you doing there, Annette?
I'm cutting out some yoga shorts for a yoga center in New York City.
Now, you call them yoga. This is just a line of yoga clothes? Is that what you got here?
Yes. Yeah, tops.
How did this happen?
Created it from an experience I had where yoga was really healing for my body after surgery.
Right.
So now I have a line of...
And so you came up with this idea, when, a few years ago?
Actually like 14 years ago, but it's been this name for 5 years.
Okay, and you've got your own little business now in Pittsfield on a busy street, and you're cutting out, are these basically just shorts and shirts? Or
these are shorts for practice, and then I also make like a kind of a casual chic style of yoga tops and t-shirts for on, like in class and also off the mat.
And you call it ancient language is the name of the business. Where did that come from?
Basically, I really try to focus on ancient teachings that come from Sanskrit, so I use a lot of Sanskrit language in my clothing because there's a lot of wisdom that holds, so I want to have that be part of the line that goes out into the world. Before
we started recording here, you told me that you'd like me to assist you with a very strange-looking tool here that's supposed to cut things, and I'm not sure how to use this.
Okay.
Not very good with sharp objects. So what
ready?
I'm going to do is I'm going to put that down right here, and we're going to have our friends go visit someone else while I get a couple of lessons on how to do this, and they're going to turn me into some sort of a seamstress or something. Welcome back to Pittsfield. I'm here with Annette at a place called Ancient Language, and that's what this thing is going to turn out to be, ancient. I don't even use scissors anymore. Annette, you have a design here for yoga clothing. We've already established that early on in the program. And so you have the basic pattern, and this pattern here gets put down on some wonderful material here that is layered, you said. What does that mean? There's more than one thickness, or?
There's been 5 layers here of cotton.
5 layers, okay. All right, and now you have to cut said layered material to look like that.
Right.
And you're actually saying to me, Murphy, take this and do it. So I'm going to take this tool.
Okay. So we're going to have you start
budget for this show is going to go way up. I'm right here on the edge.
Yeah, and this is going to lay against here.
Right there,
and
like
you
that.
Just push the blue.
Push. Again, I see.
And you're going to go along
got
this line.
I just
to make sure the hem is straight.
To make sure the hem is straight.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, good job.
Listen, I think I missed my career. What do you think? Look at that. I only missed it by an inch in like all 9 different directions. Well, better outside the line than inside the line.
Good enough.
You cut all of these little things and you wind up with a piece of clothing that looks like...
Right. This is a yoga hot short for like a hot, fat, like athletic practice.
It's a guy wouldn't wear this.
In New York City, they do.
Come on, friends. Do you make them an extra large?
Large.
All right. Now, you sell these here in the store, but the unique thing about this is you're one of the few places that I know of where you actually make your own product right in your store.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And you make more than pants, correct?
Yes.
What else do you have?
We also make, we also do a lot of t-shirts out of this burnout fabric and like kind of fashion forward chic fabrics.
Right.
And we do all the artwork.
And you have these little guys. Now, what in the world, is that a 3? What is that?
This is an ohm. And this is...
It's a what, dear?
It's an ohm, either spelled O-M or A-U-M.
Ohm, the chanting thing,
exactly.
Right? So, okay, I'm getting good. All right, and these go on the clothes.
So this is a symbol that's used a lot in Sanskrit.
Okay.
It's all over in India. It's super common. It's like saying hi almost.
Let me ask you something. Do you cut these things out here? Do you do this here? The shirts on
the shirts I use, all the pants and skirts and things like that are cut and sewn in this space.
Right.
But the t-shirts I purchased from people that make fashion, they're called fashion blanks.
And where do you get the stuff to put? You do that here too, right?
So, yes. So I bundle up these and they go down the road to Fern Leslie.
To who?
Her name's Fern.
And she does this?
And Fern's a textile sewer, and then she will apply this and add stitching elements that we've designed. We have like 7 different designs like this besides the home.
How far down the road is Fern?
She's just a block and a half.
Can we go over there?
Yeah, let's go.
It's raining, but come on, here, I'll escort you. Let's go see Fern.
So George, here we are just down the street.
Yeah.
We're at Leslie's studio.
Oh, yeah.
And
Very
you can
nice.
go see her working on one of our artisan t-shirt
There she
designs.
is. I'll see you a little bit later.
Okay.
Alrighty. Hi, Fern.
Hi, how
Didn't
are
know
you?
we were coming, huh?
No.
I was just spending some time down there with Annette, down in her little business down there, and she said that these shirts are altered, or not altered, but what'd you call it?
Applicate.
Applicate, right, by you, using the little ohm thing here. And you guys work in conjunction with each other, I guess, right?
Yes, we've been working together about 3 years.
Okay,
And
what
we
it-
developed this process of appliquing several layers of t-shirt
Material, yeah.
fabric together and stitching it and putting on the designs that she wants in her studio, and I can create what she wants. This is what she gives me. It's
Oh, yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah, I saw this over there.
it's t-shirt fabric printed with Sanskrit design, and then she also gives me plain. And then I cut the ohm design out of this, and I cut a square out of this fabric, stitch the ohm onto that. I've already done that process. That's already stitched on. Now I'm going to be stitching the whole square
Okay.
onto the shirt.
And where do you do that? Over
Right here.
Oh, right behind me. I didn't even see that. All right,
Sure.
why don't you come over here and show us what you do there. Let me kind of sneak out of your way, if you would, and get an idea how this is going. How long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been sewing since I've been about 7,
Yeah.
but I've actually had a studio for the past 7 years.
And you work in conjunction with Annette, putting these things together, right?
Yes, we've been working about 3 years together.
What's interesting, I find interesting, is you don't use, I don't know what you call them, decals, those things that you iron on shirts,
Right.
you know.
Right. This process creates a really smooth applique on the front. It's not like what the commercial ones that you'll get always have a stabilizer in it. It holds it really nice and tight to the shirt.
Right.
But this is a different hand. You can only do this by hand, really, because it moves, these fabrics move. But when you do one at a time and make them individually, it works.
Things
And
like
and
this-
it creates a very soft product.
Things like this would be a little bit tedious for me. You know, give me a hammer and some nails and some wood and so on.
And I love doing this.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. You do a wonderful job of it. It's awfully quiet in here, don't you? Have any music on?
Well, I usually have music on. I always work with music, but I don't have it on right now.
Speaking of music, what a coincidence. We found someone in Hartford, Connecticut. And down in Hartford, she writes music and plays music and sings music. So we're going to send our audience down there, and I'm going to sit here and watch you and hope you don't sew your finger to the thing.
I've done that.
Then we'll come back and we'll go over and see Annette and learn a little bit about Sanskrit, I think. I want to know more about this stuff.
Okay, sounds good.
Ancient language. We're back once again. Hope you enjoyed yourself in Hartford. We're back here in the collection room. Here's some of the pants I was cutting earlier. You saw that in the segment there? See that? Annette had to come back earlier from Fern's place because she's been busy putting all these together. Here she
Oh,
is,
yeah. Hi, George.
dutifully working in her shop. And these are exactly some of the shirts that we just saw Fran a few minutes ago, embroidering those things on. And they're all in Sanskrit. Tell me something about the Sanskrit thing. Now, I understand you had an unfortunate physical incident
Yes.
many, many years ago, and you found this way that the Sanskrit has somehow helped you? Is that what you were saying?
Well, it's kind of like the ancient teachings of meditation that led me to yoga, and they're all sort of based around these Sanskrit teachings. So, I mean, there's wisdom in many languages.
This kind of
But
changed
there's
your
just
life a
something
lot.
beautiful. Yeah,
It
it
did.
totally changed my life. I went from designing ski wear to creating a yoga line, really feeling like yoga was going to be important.
You put the Sanskrit on your product. That's a language. Do you speak it at all?
I can speak.
Go ahead.
I can speak is actually one of my favorite chants.
Go
It's
ahead.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and it means let my will be thy will. So, translated in slang, it's like if you get out of the way, like lots of great things can happen.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
You've got some
Yeah.
glass doors behind us here. What goes on in that room?
This is the yoga studio.
Okay, we don't have to go over there.
And so there's a yoga studio adjacent to the store, and that's kind of how the store, I didn't want to do retail initially.
Right.
And because she wanted to come in and teach yoga, it was just a natural combination of things that happened. So now I have a boutique where I sell my ancient language products,
Very
our
nice.
artisan products that Fern collaborates with me on.
Right.
And then we cut and sew the pants, and then we also ship nationwide.
Give me an example. Or right across the country, coast to coast, you mean?
Sure. Like we're shipping these, today I'll be shipping these to Portland, Oregon, to a studio in the Pearl District there. We ship to GBY in New York City, and then 2 great local places as well.
And I look down here and I see
Another
something
Om.
throwback from the 60s, the
Yes.
peace symbol and the Om. Is
So
that right?
Om Shanti is said a lot at the end of a class, and you'll hear it a lot if you take a yoga class. So this is my version of Om. It means Om peace.
You love what you do, don't you?
I love it. I love
Had
it.
this not,
Okay.
had this thing not happened to you, what would you have been doing today?
Probably senior merchandiser for Warnaco, a large company, like working for a corporate. I'd be corporate.
But you're happy you're here, huh?
I'm happy. I'm excited.
Cool.
This is just amazing
Thank you
space.
for teaching us some
Yeah.
Sanskrit and showing
You're
us your
welcome.
product. We wish you all the best in times to come.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure meeting you. And,
Pleasure meeting you.
And Fern and all the other people that we've met on our way up here into Pittsfield.
Yeah.
And if you get a chance, join us again next time, and we're going to run into a lot more fascinating, interesting people, just like Annette. And they're all making it here. And in this case, great shirts.
Thanks.